Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Modded Motors. Today, if my scheduling is going correct, this should be October 31st. So it should be Halloween. Happy Halloween. Very excited. Today we're going to be doing carbon fiber fenders, which I'm very excited to get into and show you guys. If it is a 31st, yesterday my son was born, and that's why we'll be kind of cramming everything back to back. This video kind of looks like the end of my old video because it is. I've been pushing myself this entire week to try to get this entire kit on and everything put together, so I can send this off to paint, so I can really just spend quality time with my family, enjoy the birth of my son, and not be making content during that time. So hopefully this pans out. But really what I want to come and tell you guys is thank you so much for the support. Every single Tuesday dropping another video. Today we're gonna get to the carbon fiber fenders. It's maybe not the best how-to, again, really just want to show you the aesthetic appeal of it. I think I try to do my best job explaining it, but we're gonna jump into it. One of the bad things about doing everything in a very short time span is when you go back and watch the footage, sometimes it doesn't come out right, and unfortunately we've already done the install for the fenders, as you guys can clearly see over here. And I watched the footage back and it wasn't a good explanation. We were super tired. I think it was like close to midnight. We were trying to get everything done, and we just didn't get a good explanation of how we took the fenders off. To be honest, this install overall isn't a good how-to just in general. And for the most part, it's the same way you put on OEM fenders and you remove them. The same way you take them off is the same way you put them on. There's no new processes and steps other than what we've included in this video. Meaning you have to drill out a few spots. We kind of explained how we did it and how we kind of meshed everything together. But other than that, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown on how you take the front bumper off, so there's no confusion in case you guys want to do this as a how-to. Now, down below there's going to be a whole bunch of clips that we're not going to take off, and there's going to be clips over here that we don't need and didn't take off. But for the most part, there's going to be T55s all the way through that you guys are going to need to remove. And then this, I forgot to explain, you're going to have to remove the front bumper, headlight, to get this, you know, kind of get the fender loose, and then you're gonna have to take it off the side skirt to fully get it off. They're just kind of in the way, but again, everything's really nicely set up. Everything's a 10 millimeter. This is holding in the headlight. I'll take this one off probably last, but there's a 10 millimeter right here. There's a 10 millimeter right in here. There's a 10 millimeter right behind this. You can see in there. There is another one that you have to open up the door. 10 millimeter in there, if you can see it. I can open up the door all the way, but unfortunately there is a car right behind me. And then you are going to have to remove the side skirt to get to it. You know, those are just hung on by clips, and there's some more 10 millimeters right behind this line right here. There's some more 10 millimeters right here. 1, 2, 3. This is also holding in the headlight. And then there's one right under the headlight, which you guys can see from this clip that you need to get to. So what me and Jose are going to explain to you in these next clips is just kind of how to, just the fine details of kind of drilling some stuff out, getting the perfect fitment.
Alright, so what we need to do for these fenders is we got to drill out the bottom since it does not have any pre-drilled holes for any any kind of mounting. We're going to go without using the bracket that holds the side skirt in place. What we're going to do is we're going to throw in some of these rivet nuts, drill it out a little bit bigger, 5/16. Pop it in there, squeeze it, and that way we have mounting points, so we can just run a bolt to the bottom of it, and that should give us a good mounting point for it.
Yep.
So it is pre-marked with starter holes, pilot holes, whatever you want to call them. These bottom two are the ones you want to drill out. It's pretty much carbon and fiberglass, so it'll be pretty easy to go through. Don't put too much pressure, or else you'll break stuff. Tricky.
I would have put a ton of pressure.
Yeah. It's a thick piece of metal, man. So it's obviously hot. So pretty much just sink it in, kind of like a rivet gun. Squeeze. Don't fucking move. Don't move on me. Tighten it down. Squeeze a little bit more. When you start feeling resistance, you're good. Usually on metal you can keep squeezing, but because this is fiberglass, squeezing it beyond that is going to break stuff.
1, 2, 3, funk it.
Alright, just an update. We got this fender off. Just as annoying as the last one. Cool. It's so weird looking at the whole front clip just gone. But here is the fitment. A little bit of gappage that we can close up just by tightening up the fender. The fender's not 100% tightened. But honestly, the door gap, a lot better than OEM, which is kind of depressing in a way, right? This is the way it lines. Here, there's some bolts we couldn't get to. They're really a pain in the ass, but you know, moral of the story, it's held on into there. Looks good here. We test fit the headlight. There's another bolt we need to get to tighten it up. Now Jose's been kind enough in helping me fix my side skirts that have been on here kind of janky this whole time. Trying to keep you guys updated along the way. But yeah, it's been a rough process so far. It's not hard, just tedious work. It's hard to kind of record at the same time. If you guys want like a how-to on how to remove the fenders, it's kind of difficult. There's just a whole bunch of 10 millimeters everywhere, and you have to remove your front bumper. I don't know if this is gonna be a good how-to, but more so just informational video. Boop. Man, that looks phenomenal. What do you guys think? I don't know, man. They really know their carbon. Fitment's pretty decent. Another really frustrating thing is our audio also went out to top everything off. So there are some clips that we got of measuring out these fenders, the QV fenders, and they are exactly the same. So these are exact same fitment depth as a QV fender. Also, obviously, as you guys know, for the GTAm, right around here, it kind of pushes out and the whole fender kind of comes out to make it obviously a widened look. This has a vent like a GTAm, but it is the same exact style as a QV, meaning if you want to run these on a stock body, this would be your best perfect option. So yeah, everything's identical, everything's the same, all fitments alike. We did get it on camera, but you know, like I said, that night the quality looked bad, and it doesn't look any better in this light, but also the audio went out, so just really frustrating. If you guys remember the hood video from OEM to this, the lines are roughly pretty similar. There are some bolts that you need to get out that are behind here that are also 10 millimeters to tighten this. I didn't bolt them in because I couldn't get to them without taking the wheel off, so I just kind of left it. And to match the gapping, if you will, I left it on this side. I didn't tighten it either on this side. So if I wanted to tighten this up, I would have to get those 10 millimeters in and probably take the wheels off to just get that perfect fitment. But overall, everything is pretty good. Obviously there's a little bit of a door gap, but you know, to most people wouldn't be noticeable, but to me it's like, you know, we could tighten it up just a smidge. One of the other things that we didn't address really in the video that I should probably address is there's brackets that you probably need to put in up here, rivet into this fender. We did not put those brackets in, so you can tell it's kind of loosey-goosey. The reason I didn't put the brackets in here is because they do not look right with the other front bumper, because I test fit the other front bumper. So I'm going to need to figure out a different way to mount the new front bumper to the fenders, and I didn't want to rivet it in and kind of get them stuck in there. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know how I'm going to mount the other one. That's obviously for later videos, but if you are mounting this onto like an OEM car, you're going to need to rivet in the bracket up there. And yeah, since it's a Halloween special, we figured we'd have a pumpkin carving contest. I'm going to carve this pumpkin. Crystal's going to carve this one. You're going to put it in the comments which one you think is better, but we're also going to answer questions or things that I think you may want to know about the GTAm fenders, so don't skip ahead because that'd be super rude. And Crystal's actually never carved a pumpkin before, never carved a pumpkin. So this should be interesting. Alright, cool. So first thing that I assume that you guys want to know is the weight difference between the fenders. There is no weight difference between the carbon fenders and the QV fenders. I was hoping for a little bit of a savings, but if you guys watched the video, there's actually metal at the very bottom portion to give it reinforcement and fiberglass, which is really nice for structure. I think that cut into maybe whatever weight savings we were potentially going to have, which kind of is unfortunate. So when I say identical, I weighed them multiple different times. they weigh the same thing. And again, unfortunately, that footage was on the camera that sucks. So.
Oh, the audio?
The audio that sucks, so it is what it is.
Look at that.
How'd you get it faster than me?
I'll give you $5 if you eat it.
You eat it. I know I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to mention it again because somebody always forgets and will ask me in the comments. These are the same depth and width as QV OEM QV fenders. Same depth and width, meaning they're identical, full replacement. However, they are not QV fenders. They are GTAm replicas. GTAm replicas. The GTAm fender is 50 millimeters bigger and it has a more exaggerated vent. This is not 50 millimeters bigger, but it does have that exaggerated vent. That's why it's a GTAm replica. Replica.
Yeah, but you're not giving...
Don't give her a pity vote either. That's not fair.
Help me, I'm poor.
In the back of our video, I tried my best to cut out certain things, but you may see certain mods or certain cars that you're not supposed to see yet. If you see them, you know, just mind your business.
Don't say anything.
Don't say anything about them. Another thing that we haven't really mentioned, I know we said that my son should be born, but today in real life for us, it is Saturday, and our son should be born Monday, so we are running down on the schedule here.
Yeah.
And we still have to do the front bumper and rear bumper, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to mash both of those tomorrow, but if I can't mash both of those tomorrow, then I'm only going to do one of them. Then I have another video loaded up, so our schedule's really messed up. I am sorry if we get a little bit of a delay, but family comes first, and I got to spend some time with my my family.
Yeah.
And that's kind of you guys can kind of getting a little bit of a vlog, a little bit of a life update too, because we gotta live life too. Can't just be doing content.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to remind you guys of is the window washer reservoir on the driver's side. When you take it out, just be cautious with it. We got it on video, but we didn't really talk about it. We dropped washer fluid all over our floor, so just don't do that. But on that, we talked about weight, we talked about same depth, everything's the same. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to judge us fairly, and if I win, just let Crystal know that. It's okay. Alright, here you go. Here's pumpkin number 1. Tell them what it is. What's your design?
So it's Pac-Man. I think it's cute. It's unique. It's not some boring alpha stuff. I'm just kidding.
It looks like Pac-Man. I'll give you that. It looks like Pac-Man.
I tried really hard, guys. So this is my first time carving pumpkins, and I think I did great.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. I think I won. I don't think we need to see anybody else's.
All right, I'm gonna give my pumpkin. This is my pumpkin. If you're an Alpha owner, you should definitely know what this is. This is what happens when you have a low battery. Everyone in the Alpha community should be extremely familiar.
For real.
So this is Ricky's battery sign. And now we're gonna put Crystal's side by side.
I'm clearly the winner.
Happy Halloween. We hope you guys had a good one. And we're gonna close it out now.
Yeah.
This is where we're gonna conclude today's episode. If you guys can clearly see, the fenders are on. Honestly, loving the fit, man. And the weave goes straight into each other. Really, I mean, for Chinese products, I was expecting a lot worse. I think we're gonna run into some more issues with the front bumper and the rear bumper. But overall, I mean, I can't complain with this look. This may not be for everybody. This may not be a look for everybody. For me personally, I love carbon fiber. You guys don't have the carbon fiber mirrors. I have even carbon fiber roof, if you guys can clearly see it. Epoxied into the roof. So this kind of just sets off the tone, especially as we're going GTAm. We're going a little bit more aggressive. I think this was the right look for it. Now, I will be honest in saying I don't know if I'm sold on it 100%. I've had the idea of painting pretty much all of the fender and just leaving this portion carbon. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I've even thought about maybe getting it a little bit darker, putting a little thin layer of black paint or purple paint to kind of darken it up a little bit. But I'm still on the fence. You guys let me know what you guys think, or if you would have even done this. Overall, I think the quality came out pretty cool. I'm really excited with the way that this looks. Hopefully you guys agree. Again, not for everybody. Jose actually helped me fix my side skirts too, which is really nice, so now I don't have no janky side skirts. Next video, we should already be jumping into November, so it should be a pretty crazy schedule. If you have been coming back every single Tuesday and watching one of our videos, I can't say how much we greatly appreciate you. If you've taken it a step further and bought something from the Modded Wear website, again, we can't say how much we greatly appreciate you. If you guys haven't been following along, anything that you buy from the moddedwear.com website gets you entered to win our drawing. But once we sell out of our pins, all 100 of them, we're gonna be starting the giveaway, and we're already halfway there. And we cannot wait to see you guys next week. And here's Crystal coming to pick me up and get some shots with our camera. So thank you guys for supporting us along the way, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
I'm gonna win, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna win for sure, guaranteed. They're gonna look at George and be like, "Oh my God, we feel bad."
They're gonna know. No, it's gonna be. What is that word? Nostalgia.
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic. Yeah. They were like, "Oh, I remember that."
I don't think so. That looks like that. If it looked like Pac-Man, yeah, but that looks like.
Stop.
It looks like a more than half-eaten pie.
No, that looks like Pac-Man.
Maybe.
This looks like this pumpkin's winking at you.
Maybe the Pac-Man from Mexico.
This doesn't even look like a battery.
That looks definitely like a battery.
No, it looks like it's winking at you. It's like a lazy eye or something.
Yours, look at yours, dude. That doesn't even look like Pac-Man. Your ghost I'll give you, but the Pac-Man, I don't know, dog.
What?
I've never seen Pac-Man open his mouth that big before.
Have you ever played the game before? God, what a loser.
When he's dying?
He doesn't play like...
Is that him losing?